Kung Fu allows us to look at our problems in a pragmatic way. For example, I had just flown from USA to Europe to begin a whole new life. I didn't have any Kung Fu brothers to train with, and I desperately needed to train. Okay, so problem accepted. Kung Fu teaches us to see problems not as problems but as challenges to overcome. So I immediately dropped everything I was doing and I created a training schedule for myself. And I just started doing forms and conditioning. Okay, so problem number 1 solved. Everything's fixed, right? Nope. More problems around the corner. So after doing months and months, maybe even years of training by myself, I felt the need to reach out and test my skills with others. So I needed someone to train with. Another problem. So I bounced around, mixing it up with this guy over here, mixing it up with this guy over there. I was in a real awkward situation where I didn't want another Sifu. I have a Sifu. He's just on another continent. And everyone who I trained with was either afraid that I would try to come in and bust them up in front of their students, or they were just concerned with trying to make me their student, and I didn't want that. So problem number 2, find someone to train with. Now that wasn't that hard, because whenever I'd be training doing my forms and conditioning, people would walk by and say, "Hey, what is that? What are you doing?" And I'd say Kung Fu, and then people would say, "Are you taking any students? Can I train with?" So I just simply allow them to train with me. And you know what? That became a success. So the club is building up. We're all training at the park. The scenery is nice. Everything is beautiful. And then one day, I start to see my breath go before me. Oh yeah, it's starting to get cold. So problem 3 came. The elements. Snow was about to fall. And everything that I worked hard for, everything that we worked hard for, was gonna go straight down the drain. It took a while, but we eventually found a very small studio. It was in bad shape, but it was something that we could fix up and make our own. And so, that's what we did all winter. We took this place and we turned it from an ugly duckling into a beautiful swan. It was amazing. But it's not over yet. The very place that protected us from the elements has now begun to become too small. The group is growing tremendously. We've acquired a new space, 3 times as large as the last one. And now we have a new problem. And you guessed it. We have to fill this place up. We're looking forward to having you join amongst the ranks here at Vienna Kung Fu.